Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Krissy. I am here to pretty much promote living better. Today I just wanted to kind of jump right into it. I am talking about how I manifested $400. So this story is super interesting. If you're into spirituality, then you must know about manifestation. I've been seeing that manifestation has become a bigger topic of discussion throughout society lately. A lot of people have been getting into it, but if you don't know what manifestation is, it's pretty much setting out the intention and also receiving something that you intend to have, if that makes sense. So for example, when people say don't speak it into existence when it comes to something bad, or if they say speak it into existence, then that's a way of manifestation. Pretty much what you think, what you say will come true. A lot of people have a lot of problems with manifestation because they feel like you have to put the work in, and I can go into full details about manifestation if you want, but today I'm just going to talk about my story on how I manifested $400. Also, I have been incognito because I just haven't been around because I've been having a lot of problems with my video software on my computer. So instead of just editing my videos from now on, I'm just going to record it on my phone and just post it up until I do have my system running back up again. But for the meantime, I hope you guys are okay with this. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the topic. I know I said that already, but let's just jump right back into it. So how I manifested $400. It's really interesting because about a few months ago, I would say starting September, me and my boyfriend, I'm in my apartment right now, we have our own apartment and we pay for most of our bills. So pretty much in September we started to experience sorry, I have Pandora on. I have been experiencing, or had experienced, a lot of financial difficulty. We were having a lot of troubles paying with our bills. We were having trouble budgeting and trying to get food in the pantry, in the fridge, and it was just super ugly. So pretty much in April, that's when I started working at my job I'm at now. I met someone who has helped me with so much. She's opened my eyes spiritually, and I've really awakened, and my vibration has gotten higher and higher since the day I met her. She taught me a lot about manifestation, and I really followed it. I followed the steps. Every single day I would try to manifest something. Every day I would just pray on it, and I have to give a huge thanks to her, a huge thanks to God and my angels, because they are the reason why this had happened. So as far as just like what had happened during my manifestation period, which it's pretty much still going on because I manifest every day. I've actually manifested many things in my life since April, so this is one of the major manifestations that I went through. So pretty much during the period that we were financially struggling, it was really tough, super tough, and I'm the type of person who budgets really tightly. I go over my budget every single day. I write things out, or I'll just quickly calculate it, and I know I do that every day because I just want to make sure that the bills are getting paid. My boyfriend started experiencing less hours at his work because it's not a good employer. So he started experiencing a cut in his income, and I had to kind of pick up off of that. So I would do overtime, and I started to get burnt out, that I started calling out. So we barely scratched the surface as far as we barely got by when we were paying our bills. And pretty much what I did is I was taught to just be thankful. So I was just thankful for everything that I had, and I would just be thankful for the money in my bank account, which even if it was $1 or 25 cents, I would just say thank you God for my wealth, thank you God for the money in my account. And I would see it multiply over time because I was grateful. And when we were struggling, I think it had to be in November, it was a huge peak, because it was a peak as in it was the worst. So what had happened is we were behind on our bill somehow. I don't know how, but we were behind. And I usually calculate every day, even when I want to spend even $1.25, I calculate it in because I want to make sure we have enough for the bills. But somehow we didn't have enough for the bills. I must have missed something, but we just didn't have enough. So I would thank God. Thank you so much for providing the financial resources to help me pay for my bills and to put food on the table. And it was something along those lines. I would say that every single day. I wouldn't beg. I wouldn't blame myself. Like I wouldn't play victim as well. I wouldn't, fall into that hole of just like negative thinking. I would just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for what I have. And there was a bill I had. I got braces and I had to pay my deposit. My deposit was $1,000. They broke it up into 3 payments, $300, $300, $400. I paid off $300. I needed to pay $400. And I had only exactly $400 in my bank account. So I knew that it was going to come out, and I knew that if I touched it, even just a penny, it would totally ruin everything. So I didn't touch the $400 in my bank account. I made sure that my orthodontist got it, and that was that. But because of that, we didn't have anything else in the bank account. We were very limited on food. We were very limited on going places because we couldn't spend money on the gas. We couldn't spend money on food. We basically had to call my parents almost every day and ask what they're eating for dinner so that they can bring us something. So with that being said, I went into the orthodontist, and the day I went in, actually scratch that, 2 weeks before I went in, they took the money out for my appointment. So I was like, okay, yeah, thank you, whatever. Thank you for the money in my account, even though there was nothing there. So they took the money out, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I paid all my bills. That's all that matters. And I just proceeded with life. The next day, I checked my bank statement, and I saw that the $400 came back. And I was kind of frustrated at the time because I was like, why did it come back? I don't understand. And when it came back, usually, that means there's something wrong. So I didn't want to call them or anything. I just wanted to wait until I went into the office. But I was super frustrated because, the money's sitting there, and I'm so tempted to spend it because I really need food for the house. So I go into my appointment a couple weeks later, and I get my braces, and I go up to the financial clerk, and I'm like, I just want to check to make sure my payments are up to date. And so she checks it, and she's like, yeah, you're good. And I was like, okay. And she's like, yep, you're all set. Just the next payment is $277 next month. And I was just like, okay, thank you. So I went and I sat in the car, and I was like, what? And I checked my statement again to make sure to see if they pulled it back out, but they didn't. So pretty much when you look at my bank statement, it says my orthodontist's name, took the $400 out. The next day, they put it back in. But she said I paid it. So I was just confused. And since then, I've been good on payments. But I remember that day I called my boyfriend, or I texted him, and I said, we have $400 extra. And I was almost in tears. I was like, we have $400 extra. He's like, how? And I was like, because the orthodontist told me we already paid, even though it showed that it came back. And that was one of the most miraculous manifestations I ever experienced. It was one of the most miraculous things that had ever happened to me financially, when it came to me just praying to God and thanking God for my wealth and just speaking the money into existence, because I would say thank you. Thank you every single day. Thank you so much for the financial resources. Thank you so much for the money in my bank account. And somehow God made it work, and I just had that extra money in my account. So that definitely helped us get back on track with our bills. And now I learned that what you concentrate more on is what you're going to have more of. So we don't concentrate on our bills. We don't concentrate on the debt. We concentrate on the money that we have. But I have a really good system with making sure that I don't concentrate so much on my bills, and I just concentrate on the money that we have and we're able to spend. So it was one of the most amazing things that had ever happened to me. And that's when I knew that this stuff is real. So that's just my story, my take on manifestation. Manifestation is definitely real. There are certain steps to kind of manifest what you want, But if you guys want to know pretty much how I did it, or just how I manifest things, because I manifest a lot of things now and I see it blessed in my life every single day. So if you guys are really interested, just leave a comment down below or just shoot me a message and I'll definitely make a video on it. But for now, just gonna be talking about, or I already talked about it, but just going to leave it here with the story. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, like this video if you thought it was interesting, and I'll see you guys next time.